Hello. Hello, Dagmar Riley from Texas. Nice to see you. Oh, goodness, I forgot my other computer, which means some of these names I'm not going to be able to see. My other computer's upstairs. Hi, Sandy. Hopefully I can manage to stay online, have slow internet here in the middle of nowhere. You know, I have to say that the internet's been a little bit of an issue today. My husband had trouble. I had trouble. So, hi, Vicki. So it might not just be you. But thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Let's see. We have a few on. Okay. Sorry about this little thing, but at least it's not up here. Hopefully it's not too close. I might have to lift this a little bit as I think I will just a bit, just a tad. I hate messing around with this stuff with you guys online, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So while others are joining in, don't mind this, but I'm going to try to lift this just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. It's in the screen a little bit, but it's better. And I'm going to have to bring over the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so it's better if I just move this now a little bit. Okay. All right. Who else is here? Okay. Anybody who says Facebook user on this computer, I am not going to be able to see your names because my other computer is upstairs, and that's usually where I can see names. So I don't know why I can't hear, but I can't. So if you could just say your name when you jump in, that would be great. Most of you I can see. But when I go back to the replay, actually, when I go back to the comments later, I'll acknowledge you. Hi, Dixie. Where are you coming in from? It's hot here today in New York, in the South Shore of Long Island, about 35 minutes east of New York City. It's warm. It's going to get warmer this week, so it's nice. It's refreshing. I'm a few minutes late running back from the dentist and then eating really quick right after that. Hi, Kathleen. Okay, thank you for saying that. Like I said, I don't have my other laptop here, so. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, I got some pretty bright colors here tonight. A color I've never used, Tahitian Tide, Fresh Freeze. Oh, let me introduce myself for people that are new, because Dagmar and Dixie, I don't recognize your names, so I just want to introduce myself. My name is Antoinette Bay, and for anybody that might watch on the replay, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Limbrook, New York, and my little small business is called the Paper Papillion. So thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. And please share this video. That would be wonderful. If we can get some more viewers by sharing, we can actually get some more viewers on this channel here. That would be lovely. I try to share as much as possible to different other groups that allow you to share, but a lot of times I forget. So, but anyway, I appreciate it. So I'm streaming to YouTube and to Facebook, both my group page and my business page. So let's get started. Again, Tahitian Tide, Fresh Freesia, Parakeet Party, Old Olive, and Daffodil Delight. Those are the inks I'm using tonight. I'll put those up here. We are going to do some watercoloring. 89 in Texas. Woo, it's hot. And yeah, we're supposed to get up to the 80s. I think the low 80s this week as well, later in the week. We're using the Sweet Citrus bundle, which was one of my card kit to goes. I think it was February we did Sweet Citrus. Hi, Sonia. And let's see, Fresh Freesia cardstock. If you'd like all the measurements and photos and directions for this card tonight, please feel free to sign up for my email newsletter. It goes out on Wednesdays at around 5 o'clock Eastern time, and it will have this tutorial in it. So for anyone that hasn't signed up, if you'd like to sign up for my email, it will also give you not only the tutorial for this, but also some other things that I have coming up. I don't always have a lot going on, but I usually try to email once a week, except for when Stampin' Up! Has a lot of things going on. So last week I had a couple of things going on and Stampin' Up! Did. So it was quite a week for emails, but I try not to be spammy. Anyway, oh, and I forgot another color. We're using Flirty Flamingo. Now, here's the watercolor paper. I did prep some things ahead of time. Everybody can stay tuned to the end because everybody that participated in my April 2023 Country Floral Lane Wow Kit to Go, you've been entered into a drawing to receive a set of cards that I've made over the weeks here on Facebook Live. So we're only going to use one sheet of watercolor paper tonight, I think. And we are going to use Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to take the outline of the Sweet Citrus and ink it upside down like this. I'm actually going to go like this so I don't shake the whole table. Wow, it is close. Okay. I want to ink it up really good and give it a nice press. So what I am doing is giving you a sneak peek of what is in the catalog without actually opening the catalog, the new catalog that comes out from Stampin' Up! On May 2nd, I believe. Now, it's okay that it kind of looks a little cruddy here because we're going to water paint that. And then we're going to take the Flirty Flamingo. So I'm giving you a preview of what's in the catalog. I'm pasting a card in the catalog because we're not allowed to show, as demonstrators, we are not allowed to show the inside of the catalog until it goes live on May 1st. As a demonstrator, I, of course, get a sneak peek and pre-order a month early. Okay, so now I am lining this up as best I can inside those Daffodil Delight lines. And this is Flirty Flamingo. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect again because we are going to water paint. Then we are going to be using 2 sheets of, we're going to take these flowers that are in this set. So here they are, these little flowers. And 76 degrees in Chicago. I don't know who that is. Anybody that's joining late, I don't have my other laptop where I can see comments, see who it is that is commenting. If you want to give Facebook permission, there's a link to show your name if you haven't done so before. Okay, so that's Tahitian Tide. And I think I'm going to just do that once as well too, because I'm showing you what I'm doing, but I've actually done some extras so we don't have to die cut everything too much. All right, so now that is done. I'm going to take some blocks where I've already got some ink, but I do need a little bit more of the Tahitian Tide. So this one has Parakeet Party on it. This one is going to have Tahitian Tide, and this one has Old Olive re-inkers. Oops, I think I put too much, but that's okay. And I have enough still left over on those. Now for this one, I'm going to do some, I think this is the green one. Let's see. I'm just testing my, this is the blue one. Okay. And this is the green one. Okay. So I'm taking, this is what I used earlier, and I should have a little bit of water in there, but I may not. So I'm going to take a little bit, I keep this little thing of water here just for watercoloring. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to the tip of the brush and just a little bit right in there. And I'm lightly coloring inside these flowers very, very lightly. Okay. So yes, if you want to give Facebook permission to see your name, that would be great. Okay. So the blue Tahitian tide is done right there. So now I'm going to take, I think this is not, where's the Flirty Flamingo? Here is Flirty Flamingo. Now I already have, this one is fairly wet already, this tip, and it has Flirty Flamingo on it. In fact, it's kind of dripping. And I'm just going to blend a little bit of the color that's already on there with a little bit of this water that's on the water painter. So it's kind of like no line watercoloring, I guess. I don't really know. I'm making this up. I don't know if I'm making this up right here, this little, the way I'm watercoloring or not. But it worked when I did it as my sample. And then I tried to do it without watercoloring and I didn't like it. It was too crisp and I wanted it to be not so crisp. So that's why I went with, now this might be yellow. I'm not sure. This looks yellow. Yeah. Okay. Daffodil. So now I'm not even going to add any more color. I'm just going to spread the color that's on here a little bit. And it does spread. It's not like so dry that it doesn't spread. It spreads. The color spreads. Not that much, but it does. So you'll see it more on here where it's much lighter here and here. So as I'm doing this, it's going to just kind of spread around. If you can see that. And the whole purpose, I didn't want it perfect. I didn't want it to look so perfect. So I'm just going to line up my brush on these little, on the rind a little bit. And it's still a little wet, so that's perfect. And just kind of blend it a little bit. Okay. So that's all blended. We'll let that dry for a second. And now we're going to move on. I'll move this over. We're going to move on to the greens. And I'm going to take another piece of watercolor paper. This is actually a little bit big, so I'm going to cut it down and save myself some paper. My scissors are over here. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to, yes, looks like grapefruit. Exactly. That's what it is in the catalog. It looks like grapefruit. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm taking like this brush and there's already water in here. And I'm going to just, well, there's already water in here and there's already ink in here, but that's okay. It's fine. And then I'm going to add this parakeet party in there. And I think I might need a little bit more parakeet party, but on there, on the, let's see, I think I do. Just a drop before it dries up. And I really should have something underneath here. Let that spread. I'm not a watercolor painter and I don't know what techniques are used for watercolor painting. I just go with it because to me it kind of just is supposed, it looks messy, and so it's just fine for me to do it this way. Now we're going to add some old olive. And I don't know if we're going to need more old olive. Yeah, I'm going to need more old olive in here. Okay. Just let it blend. Like I said, I am no watercolor. Ooh, that looks fun. I have no idea. So this half is going to be Old Olive and the other half is Parakeet Party. And I think it looks kind of cool. I don't really think I need to do anything more, but I am going to go like that and try to get some of it off. We're going to dry it as well with the heat tool. So let me get that. And I'm going to put you on mute so you don't have to hear this. Yeah, I believe you're right, Dagmar, that there are so many different ways to watercolor. And like I said, I'm no artist and I'm no water painter. I'm just going to do this a little bit more right here. Okay, I think I'm pretty dry now. Yeah, it looks pretty dry. Okay, that water painter is over here. I'll put that back. Okay, so there's the two greens, Parakeet Party and Old Olive. And we could add some more later if we want. So I'm going to put these out of the way before I get any more on my hands than I already have. And I'll put this other water away. Pardon my hand, my arm. Okay, and what we're going to do with this is I'm going to cut it in half, or let's see. And I'm going to cut it this way too. And I'm going to cut it this way. And the reason for that is because I don't want to get this little one in there. So I'm trying to preserve this, and I don't need the whole thing. So I just want to get some of this. So this is the bow punch, and I don't need the whole thing, but we'll get some of that in there. Oh, why can't I do this? There was a piece in there from earlier. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the other side and get some more. And there's a couple of those. And we'll get a couple more just in case we need them. And one more down here. Okay. And then we'll get Parakeet Party, a few of those. Okay, that's enough for now because I have extra on the side. And that's what we're doing with the leaves. We're watercoloring and punching and using them on our card. So I'll move it over. Now, what I'm going to show you a little bit different from when I did this earlier. You could see that I went back and added some more watercoloring in there because you could see the difference. So these are the Old Olive, and you could see their actual water spreading in there. And this is the Parakeet Party. Okay, so we'll put those on the side, add them to the stash here. Okay. And then let's see, what else do we need? What's the next step? Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to die cut it. So let me cut this. And these I'm not going to die cut because I do have extras on the side already die cut. So we'll take those already die cut pieces. But I do want to show you how I'm cutting the how I'm cutting the fruit. So we'll bring over the die cut machine. And hopefully this isn't going to be so close that you can't see. Usually I try not to be this close. Okay. So let's get the folder. So here's the folder. And here's the die. Okay. So now let's get this on the right way. So this is just going to sit right inside here. There's just a little notch in there where it sits, okay? And then I'm going to hold it and I'm going to look at my placement. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. So I'm looking at my placement here as to where I need to put these fruits, which is this way. And I want to make sure that I have it in there right. And it looks pretty good to me. I'm going to close that, put it right on top, and then run it through. Now, there's just the base. There are no other plates underneath, and this gray piece, because it's an embossing, 3D hybrid embossing folder. So now I'm going to bring it back just to be sure, because it's a little bit thicker. It's watercolor paper, so it's a little bit thicker. And there we have it, the die cut pieces all at once. Very cool. And this is what they look like. Let's get this out of the way and I'll show you up close. And it doesn't matter that it's a little bit off right there, because it, so that's what it looks like. It's going to be hidden. So it does look like grapefruit, doesn't it? That's exactly what I think that it was meant to look like in the catalog. So here are some extras that I already did. Now in the catalog, we get like a description, like a recipe, and it said it used crushed curry. And I used crushed curry, the ink color crushed curry, on my original, but I felt like it was too dark. So I went with Daffodil Delight instead. Okay, so let's just move all of these pieces to the side and let's get our fresh freezer out. So we have all our fruit and we have our leaves and we have our flowers, and we need some other leaves actually. So now we'll take Old Olive and Parakeet Party again, and just some white, basic white, and we'll stamp Parakeet Party. Okay, and we'll clean that off. And then we'll stamp Old Olive. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, that's better. So in this case, instead of bringing over the big old machine, this will very easily fit through the mini, which is right here. And we'll cut out our leaves. So we have 2 leaf dies in here, which is good. You can cut both of them out at one time. And I use this little Post-it tape to hold them down so they don't move around. And then we'll just cut those out. Oh, I forgot the plate underneath. Okay, and that's that. Okay, so we have these leaves. I have more. I've already die cut, but I did want to just do the whole process in front of you. I just didn't want to do it 3 times for each step because we'd be here all night. So we just do it once, show the process, and then have the extras on the side. So it's just a little bit of prep work for me on my end, and then we move on. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. We had a good weekend and having a good week so far. Hi, Anita. I just saw your name come up. Stay tuned to the end because I'm doing a drawing for all those that participated in the April Wow Kit to Go. And I'll be drawing a prize for all those that commented last week on last week's live at the end of the video. Okay, so we have our fresh freezer card base and we have our insert, and I'm doing something a little different. You know, lately I've been playing around with the insides and the envelopes and things like that. I don't think I'm doing anything on the envelope because anything special except for stamping. So these little dots here are supposed to be for the insides of these flowers, but I'm not stamping them for that purpose tonight. I'm just going to use it as background decoration on my card base, like little sprinkles type of things. And I'm not going all the way to the right. I'm just kind of moving this around. Well, I'm close to the right. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to cut my designer series paper. So the paper that was used in the catalog, I don't have because it's new, but I do have another color that has the parakeet party in it. And this is that Tea Boutique paper. It's on a pretty good sale right now. And yeah, Tea Boutique. It's on a pretty good sale right now in my online store. And Stampin' Up! Has last chance going on right now. And this is, I think it's like $4.80. And I think the dies are on sale for real cheap. And I'm going to show you a card I made with the dies and the stamp set. So for this, I just need a 2" by 5.5" cut. So, and I want it to go this way. So we'll go 2 inches. And then we'll go 5.5. And I do have an ordering special right now, and I'm going to show you that at the end too. I'll show you what I'm doing for my ordering special through Friday. I'm keeping this host code open that I have right now. It's listed here, open until Friday. and then it closes. And if you order through Friday, I had an ordering special last week, but if you order this week through Friday, you will get what I have going, but I'll share that later. And this card's going to be drawn next Tuesday. The card I'm drawing tonight is going to be using the Tea Boutique stamp set and dies and that Tea Boutique paper. And okay, so now we could start building the card. Now, because we're going to be sticking, hi Karen, because we're going to be slipping leaves underneath, we are going to just put one dimensional. I'm getting the rest of my leaves and my flowers. We're not using all of this, but I'm just bringing it over just so I can pick and choose. I can be picky about what I want. Let's see. Let's bring it down a little bit so you guys have a good view of what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. So I'm going to follow my pattern from earlier, which is not my pattern. It's a concept artist from Stampin' Up. I am casing that person. Maybe not that great, but I am casing that person. Whoever designed the card that's in the current catalog. And when you get the catalog in your hands, anybody that's ordered their catalog through me or has placed an order with me since January of this, I'm sorry, June of last 2022. So anybody who's placed a, I'm sorry, the catalog goes live in May. So anyone that has purchased from me in the last year, from May 2022 through today, through the day that I actually send the catalogs out, will get a catalog in the mail from me. I'm expecting mine to arrive by, I think, Thursday. And so I'll be getting them ready over the weekend. So I just put one dimensional behind here. And then I'm going to put, I want this piece out here like that. And then I'm going to take the half a grapefruit and kind of go, or actually I should have done that first, like that. And that'll go underneath like that. I'm having difficulty. So that's the other reason why you just kind of use one dimensional just for placement now, because you can always move it around later. Okay. Well, here I'm going to use another one actually, because nothing's going in that one. Some more things will get layered on top. Now I'm going to take a bigger one here. Actually, let's take this one here. And that will go on top with one dimensional. So when you get the catalog, if you're a demonstrator or already, you can go take a peek. It's on page 32, the card I'm doing. But if you want to be surprised, don't look. Okay, and then this one will go down here like that. And then we'll get this one going over here. Just going to put that there. Let that sit there. And then I'm going to secure it all later. And then one more here. This will go underneath. Okay. Sometimes you got to play around with the dimensionals too, just to get them placed where you want them. Because I'm just trying to follow my sample here. And then I'll take another lemon and put that down here. And I may have to move this dimensional again just to get this in here. And this is not even going to, this is just going to go on top like that. So I'm going to put some liquid glue on here, just in the center. Okay, that's going. And put that on top. Let that sit there for a second. And then we'll start throwing some of these leaves in. So I'm going to take some of the ones that I had already previously watercolored because I like the difference between the contrast there. So I'm going to take some of those other ones. This is where I kind of threw some extra watercolor on there. So I'm going to use glue dots here. Hi, Carmen. Did you receive your copy of the new catalog yet? I did not, but I'm sure that I ordered a bunch of boxes, so I'm probably going to get that, Stacy, before I get my catalog. I know a lot of people on the West Coast have gotten them already because the mail's quicker coming from the West Coast to the West Coast, right? So, okay, and then I'll put some more down here on the bottom. I think you can see me, right? Yeah. Oh, I missed that one. Glue dots. And let's throw that one in there. And that's an old olive. Now I'm going to grab a lime. A parakeet party. This is very similar to this new lime color we're getting, that we used to have and we're getting back. And I might throw another, let's see how this looks if I throw another one in there. If it's too much, it might be too much. We could always throw it in later. Okay, and now we're going to grab some of these leaves, the ones that we just straight stamped onto inked paper, no watercoloring involved. And I'm going to get some dimensionals behind these and start slipping those in. So I guess you didn't get yours. I didn't get my caddy yet in Connecticut. I have a feeling that's Carol in Connecticut. Oh, Carol, thank you so much for your card. I'm going to show that later too. Carol and my friend Gina sent me cards and I want to share them with you. They're beautiful. And now this one's going to go kind of underneath here. Kind of underneath there like that. And we'll get another one of these green ones, the parakeet, and throw that in here. And then old olive. Actually, this old olive is going to slip underneath this way. So I'm going to use just a glue dot. And like I said, afterwards we'll secure all this stuff. But for now, we're just kind of like placing it wherever at the moment. Now this is open because it's going to get a sentiment in there. Let's see, this goes underneath. Oh, I'm having a hard time with my placement tonight. It'll make sense later. Okay, so now let's get some glue dots on these little guys. Actually, on this one, I'm going to put a dimensional on this little one. And put it up here. And then on this one, I'm going to put a glue dot and slip it. This one's going to wait until we get the sentiment done at least. And then I'll get another one of these smaller ones and put that down here. And then a bigger one. And slip that down here. So 1, 2, okay, let's do the sentiment. I almost forgot about that. And we need the twine. Where is the twine? Here's the twine. Here's twine. So we're going to use Parakeet Party twine. And I want to make a nice big bow. What state am I? You must be asking somebody else. Oh, who? I don't know who you're asking, Stacy. Somebody in Connecticut didn't get theirs. You know, I'm in New York. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I have my Parakeet Party twine. And I'm going to put a glue dot in the middle. Move this over. I'm still playing with my new setup. I don't like it 100% yet. So I have to figure it all out. I'm still cleaning out this room because if you're Stampin' Up! Demonstrator as a like me, doing it as a small business, I need to get rid of things that are retiring soon. And they're taking over this room and in my back storage area too. And I need to get rid of it. And I'm going to have a sale. I don't know that I'm doing BOGO. I think I might just put it on my blog for sale because I have a lot of even older stuff. So there's just a lot of work that goes on with a BOGO. So we'll see what I decide. I have to figure it all out. Okay, let's get a sentiment going here. Almost forgot about that. So I have sending you a big squeeze already on a stamp. So I'm going to do that in Fresh Freesia. And I'll just do it like right about here. And then I'll cut it down. Let's see. So it's going to be about an inch wide. Honestly, that's about how wide it will be. A little less than an inch. Oh. And then we're going to flag the ends just with a scissor. Nothing fancy. Just take my scissor and flag the ends. So cut up the middle and then meet, each side will meet in the center. Okay. Let's put that to the side. And then this will go on top like that. So I'm only going to put dimensionals to the right side, and I'm going to put some liquid glue on this side because there's already dimension on here. So I don't want too much dimension. It'd be way too bulky. And then a little glue on this side to stick it right down. And there's that. Let's make sure this isn't in the way. Okay. So stick that down. Now we have embellishments to add. If I could even find, oh, here they are. Okay. So in color opal rounds are retiring. So we're going to use those. I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia. And we'll add those to the card. So we'll add one out here, a smaller one around here, another big one. Let's see, did I use another big one? Somewhere I did. It fell off the other card. I used another big one somewhere. Maybe I'll just put it right here. there. Whoops, that's 3. And here's 4. And let's use one big one, one more big one, 5. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll leave it like that, kind of all over. I'll put this to the side and put this away. Now for the inside, I'm going to leave this plain. I know, shocking on the right, because I'm going to play with the left side tonight. And I want to play with the left side the same way I did with my original. So I'm opening that up, and I'm going to take, I can take this one, which is messed up here. Remember I told you it's going to get covered up, where it got a little messed up. So I'm going to put some adhesive back there. Let me move it away from my card. And I'm going to layer an old olive piece. Let's go like that. Old olive, and let's see, where's Parakeet Party? And then throw a flower in there somewhere. All right. Flower. And then down here, a lemon. Let's add some more adhesive. Let's add a lemon down here where this is going to go. Like that. And then half a grapefruit here. I'm just layering exactly how I layered my other one. Half a grapefruit there. And then we'll add, I want Parakeet Party. Let's see, with the lighter green here. Parakeet Party, I think. Nah, let's go with that one. It's lighter than up there. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take this whole thing, and I'm still going to add a flower. And I'm going to add some more adhesive all over. Actually, I'm going to use liquid glue. That's easier to manage for what I'm doing. Being really careful not to get it all over the place. Okay. Note to self, do not do what I just did the way I was doing the glue. Don't do it that way. You'll likely, because I'm surprised I didn't mess it up and get it on my cardstock. So I'm going to put this in here like that. I'm going to add another little flower. A little one. Where's the little one? Okay, we'll add another one right here. I'm going to get a glue dot. Put them away. So we are not allowed to show the inside of the card, as I said earlier, inside of the catalog until May 2nd when it goes live. So this is a little preview of a card that is inside the catalog. And as long as we don't show the catalog, we're good. And I don't have the catalog to show anyway, and I wouldn't. And this one's going to go down here like that. So there's the inside. So I didn't have a zesty birthday. Sending you a big squeeze. Have a zesty birthday. I'll put that on the inside. Is that what that is? Yeah, have a zesty birthday. Okay, I'm going to take these off. Now, I don't mind like cutting up. I had cut mine up because I needed to use it in a different way. So I don't have a problem with cutting up my stamps. I mean, it's probably not a stamp I'm going to resell when it retires because it's cut up. But that's my choice to do it that way. Sometimes I I feel like it's easier. So have a zesty. You know what? I don't like it when the words are in the middle. So I'm going to put it down here. Have a zesty birthday. And there's the card. Hold on. Now I didn't do the envelope. I'll show you the envelope. I did it very simple. I just did the little dots and on the back flap and the flowers. So let's move all of this out of the way and just share the card. So I hope you like that. Like I said, preview of what's in the catalog. As I said, the catalog, now I'm going to secure everything, but as you can see, it looks pretty secure right now, but I will secure everything. In the catalog, I don't know, they did no line coloring, watercoloring. Haven't really paid attention to how to do that. Somebody said those little pops of blue flowers are great. Would you ever have put those together? I know that I wouldn't, but because it's in the catalog, I said, oh, that looks great. Yeah. So we get recipes. If you're not a demonstrator, they give us recipes for every card in the catalog. So at least we know what colors are used and what tools and stamp sets. If there's something in there that doesn't look quite, familiar, at least they list everything, but they do not provide instruction or dimensions. So you're really on your own with that. But as, I would call it, let's say, professional card maker in a sense, you kind of figure that out. Anybody who's been making cards or been with Stampin' Up or any other stamping company would know what measurements are. But like I said, if you'd like the directions and the measurements and color photos, you could join my email list, and my tutorial will go out with my email tomorrow around 5 o'clock. The link is in the description of this video. So again, there's the inside. So we did something different. We just added a little touch of what's on the outside to the inside and kept this nice and clean for a change. I've been a little busy with decorating like crazy, and even kept the envelope very clean this time, right? Not that it doesn't look great the other way, but we just kind of kept it simple because there's a lot going on this card, believe it or not. I mean, it's a busy card. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do it because once I saw it, I was like, wow, that's a really busy card. But, I love the colors. Let me show you the original. I love the colors. So you can see the difference in the, I don't know, this is curry. It's a little bit more watercolored too, but this left side is the curry and the right side is the Daffodil Delight. Now, I don't see a huge difference. Oops, this got messed up. I don't see a huge difference, but I see a difference. There is a difference in the strength of the color, obviously. So what is your opinion? They're gorgeous. Love it. Your cards are always extra. Oh, thanks, Dixie. Thank you, Karen, for sharing. And Facebook user really likes the results. That might be Carol. And so we're going to move on. Now, next week, I'm going to be giving this card away. One is for me and one is being given away. So which one should I give away next week? The Daffodil Delight or the Crushed Curry? You guys tell me. Daffodil Delight, my favorite, Sandy says. Stacy says loves them both. Daffodil Delight is your choice, Facebook user. I think it's Carol. And so I think so far, Daffodil Delight. Stacy, you like Crushed Curry better. Okay. So it's kind of neck and neck. I'll go back later and look and see which one wins. So far, Daffodil's in the lead. So right now, the Daffodil one will be given away next week. But anyway, enough chit chat. I'm going to move these to the side. And for anyone who places a $35 minimum order in my online store, you will receive the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial, which is a tutorial that consists of 10 projects created by 10 demonstrators. And one of them is usually always a scrapbook page, and the others are usually cards. Some might be a 3D item. And this month, this is my card this month. So very simple. And that's my tutorial this month. If you're interested in earning in getting your own 20% discount with Stampin' Up, you can be a shopper and join Papillion Stampers. That's the team that I started, and you'll get your welcome packet. And I do want to mention that because it's the best deal in the catalog to get for $99, you get $125 worth of product. There's no commitment to stay on, but you can. The best deal in the catalog is to get $125 worth of product for $99 and free shipping on your, starter kit. That's what it is. It's a starter kit. And then you could become a member of Papillion Stampers and be as active or not active as you want. Members of my team get all of my tutorials, my kits to go, everything for free. You get, it gets uploaded to my team page. You get prizes every month for meeting a certain sales quota if you're selling, basically, and things like that. And then you're also a member of my uplines team as well, and you get to be on those team meetings as well. So there's a little bit of benefit to being on my team. You get a little bit of my team, you get a little bit of my uplines team. Let me share the cards that I received. So this one is from Carol. I will not share addresses or the inside note. She put this piece of paper on the inside, but isn't that lovely? I think this is Starry Sky. This is right up my alley. Love the colors. Love the beautiful butterfly kisses that you put on there. Beautiful card, Carol. I might have to case this. And then from my friend Gina, we are on the same team. She sent me a beautiful Easter card using that little Easter bunny that went so fast. But it's coming back, so it'll be around for next year's Easter. But the bunny's good for a lot of things, not just Easter. And then she wrote a nice note on the inside. So thank you, Gina, and thank you, Carol. That made my day. I got those yesterday, which was really nice. And then what else do we have going on? Do I have any? Oh, look at what I got from a friend of mine that's local. She made this for me. She asked for a catalog, and I guess she felt bad that she hasn't purchased in a while, but she always purchased. She was moving, and now she's not moving for a little bit, but she came by, she picked up the catalog, and she made this. This was her sewing class. She taught a sewing class, and she made this. So I'm going to put my adhesives in here for when I pack and, go to a crop or something. I love that. And then what else do I have in this? That's it for now, except for prizes. So first prize is going to be, let me just tell you what else about the, if you place a $35 minimum order in my online store, you get the tutorial and you'll get a thank you card from me at the end of the month. And also, if you increase it to $50 in my online store, $35 or $50, you do have to use my host code that is linked here in the description. So if you have the minimum 35, but if you go up to 50, I'm going to be sending you, this is just random cards right now, but I'm going to be sending you for free 5 handmade cards. So you'll get the tutorial with 10 projects. You'll get a thank you card from me. Plus you'll get 5 free handmade cards from me that I've made over the years. So this is just an example of one of the kits. Some of them come from kits that I had. So this is just an example. That's 5 cards. So bump your order up to $50 and you're going to get 5 handmade cards, the tutorial with 10 projects, and a handmade thank you card from me. So let's go back to prizes. Anybody have any questions about that? You let me know. So the first prize I'm doing is for sharing last week. So I was going to do this card tonight, and I don't know why I didn't, but I was going to do it. It's similar to the last month's kit. Last month's kit, the one card had a fun fold technique. So this is pretty simple. And I was going to make it with all of these. I am going to make them with all of these different patterns. I just never got around to finishing it. So I have enough to make another 3 sets or 4 sets of these. So this is what they look like. It uses the Tea Party, that is the Tea Boutique paper, and it uses the Tea Boutique dies and stamps, and all of this is on sale right now. So if you're interested, you can go in my online store, and I may just create a tutorial for this anyway, even though I'm not doing it on a live, because I'm just giving it away actually. So it goes with the envelope. Where's the envelope that this one goes with? I just had it. Where's the red one? Okay, let me grab one here. I think these are so pretty. So, or you know what? It might be this that's $4.80. This whole pack of cards and this whole pack of envelopes. It's on sale for like, this might be what's $4.80, but I think the paper's on sale too. So this is really a great deal. These cards and envelopes, really a great deal. So anyway, that's what these are made with. Those cards and envelopes, and the dies and stamp. Okay, so I'm giving this card away. Now, let me see. I'm trying something different. I'm going to Okay. So can you hear me now? I hope so. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it went to no sound. But you saw it. Yes, you saw it. Okay. All right. Well, you saw the winner. Congratulations, Jeanette. That is very unusual. Somebody put an angry face. Oh, Nora, was that an accident? You're angry? I'm sorry. Um, I don't know. Was that an accident? Oh, um, Anyway, thank you all. That made me upset that she put an angry face. I don't think she meant to do an angry face. But thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all as always. I'm going to be back here again next Tuesday, which is the 18th, once again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, okay, Diane, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, take care, everybody, and I will see you next week. And congratulations, Jeanette. I'll be in touch. I do have your address, though, but I'll be in touch because you're the big winner tonight. All right, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.